The reason why Dark Souls is so hard is because it's trying to be a miserable experience.
Not quite. And ironically enough, as I wear my Elden Ring sweatshirt here, but the thing about Dark Souls is that you need to play it their way and not the way that you play other traditional fantasy RPGs. And that really conflicts with people a lot. I know it took me a while to get into Dark Souls, or at least understand the mentality of how to approach Dark Souls. And like for me, I had to watch a video with a James Sucks at Dark Souls, and that was the extra credits crew playing through Dark Souls as the design. One of the game designers was talking about how to look at the game and think about the game and like the tell of the game was giving you as you running through a place for the first time. But in addition to just like going slow, the other thing is that Dark Souls is a roguelite, essentially. You are supposed to get as far as you can, you die, and you learn from that first trip to get further until you hit the next checkpoint. That is a roguelite, essentially. Like, I mean, the map's not changing, but you're going against the same difficult-ish bosses, but they get easier as you know how to deal with them. You get better at the mechanics of the game. You get better gear. You get better loot. It's a roguelite. And people treat it like a Skyrim, a heroic fantasy where you should just be able to, click your way through the bosses. And that's not how Dark Souls works. And so that's where a lot of that sort of head bashing comes in, is that people aren't learning to play the game like a roguelite. They're learning to play, people are approaching the game like a heroic fantasy, a Zelda, whatever. And it's not working. And that's where that huge divide is in terms of people who understand the game and understand that the game wants you to get good at the game, quite literally. That's where, I mean, unfortunately it's an insult that happens, get good or skill issue or whatever, because the game is trying to incentivize you to learn the game. So that's Dark Souls. That's Dark Souls in a nutshell. But in no way is it trying to say that like it's being oppressive or meaning to make your life miserable on purpose. It is meaning to be a challenge and to throw surprises at you, so when you come through there, you know how to deal with them. You know where to expect them. You know where they are. You know when to run. Stuff like that. So, that's sort of the Dark Souls experience. It's meant for you to learn to be able to get through it faster. Again, roguelite is meant to... It's great for speedrunners. And that's the point, is that you're supposed to learn the mechanics of the game so you can get through it as quick as possible. Or you get through those portions so then you can get back to the exploration of the unknown, which is exploring the rest of the game. So, hope that helps.